Hi, and thank you for checking out the behind-the-scenes interview with Chaplain Skee as part of the Myths and Truths presented by Cornerstone Hospice. The following are some questions that I sat down and asked Chaplain Skee and his recorded answers.
That's a great question to start. I've been a pastor and chaplain in a Protestant Christian church for over 25 years, most of it doing work through the church, as well as on the side through the Air Force Reserves, as I said earlier. But I really wanted to make a transition into chaplaincy because one of the things that I saw that occurred in chaplaincy is the work you can do as well with people outside the church walls. You can do that in the church too, but it's a lot easier in a chaplaincy setting. And so I've really enjoyed the opportunity to serve people of all walks and faiths and experiences outside the church walls at well. There's a great need for both pastoring and chaplaincy, and I've enjoyed doing both. But at this point in life, I find it incredibly meaningful and fulfilling to have the opportunity to serve with a company like Cornerstone and in a setting like hospice. So, what exactly do I do all day? That's a great question. And every day is different. There's no 2 days the same, which is one of the joys of a career like a chaplaincy. Every day is a new adventure, and it depends on the type of a person I'm visiting, what's going on with that person. If a person is able to, if a patient is able to talk about their themselves and their life and so on, then I get to engage in life review and letting them draw their feelings out about life and about what's going on in their life today and how they're feeling and how they're feeling about how they're feeling and all of that good stuff. I also, though, get to work in memory care units and in times when a patient is not able to talk, and that's a unique experience as well, sitting with a memory care patient and just being with them and assuring them that they're okay and that they're safe and that we're going to take care of them and everything's going to be okay is a way of just loving them and being with them. And in turn, then, walking through the process with their families, if their families are able to be a part of the process, if they live in the same town, if they're open to the role of the chaplain, that's a real joy as well. And I'll spend time many times on the phone, but often in person, walking with the family through the end of life process and all the feelings that are attached to that, and the attaching meaning to what's going on, and helping for the next steps, what happens after death and passing and so that they do come out stronger and better on the other side. And so every day is visits to a family in hospice. It could be at home or it can be in a facility like a nursing home, an assisted living facility, and then with the families as well. Yes, great question. One of the exciting parts of working in hospice and chaplaincy is the opportunity to do special things with your patients when they're able to. We call them wishes or something else that doing something with a patient that they used to do a lot and they haven't been able to because of their health and involving the family in that as well. And my team has had the chance to take someone out on a boat who used to do a lot of boating on the lakes, and even as much as she could pilot the boat, and how thrilling that was. We've taken people out to meals to like Golden Corral, which made a patient for his birthday so happy because it was something that he used to do all the time with family and hadn't done in so long. Throwing birthday parties, bringing in special treats, whatever we can possibly do, depending on the ability, the mobility of the patient, the location of the family, we do that, and I enjoy that a lot. Another great question. Working in hospice chaplaincy is different. It's very different from working in a church setting, for example. In a church setting, you get to know a group of people over a long period of time and become an integral part of their lives. Hospice chaplaincy can be very brief sometimes, getting to know a family and a person only for a short time. And you only have a couple of opportunities to make an impact or to bring peace or meaning to to their lives in that short time. It's a great opportunity, but sometimes a much shorter opportunity. Working in a hospital, working in hospice is very much like that. One of the things I really enjoy about this setting, though, as well, is I feel like I'm always learning something new. I'm always experiencing something different that pushes me in a direction of growth. In fact, I'm always feeling like there are plenty of opportunities to grow being offered by Cornerstone, by the company. It's not a stagnant way of working. You're constantly on your toes, learning new things and bringing new opportunities to people and to yourself in the process. Something that I have really enjoyed, and I'm really glad that I've made the move into a hospice chaplaincy. I'll be honest, I really did not know very much about hospice up until this point. All the years in the church and other chaplaincy places, I still did not know much about how hospice worked and what a benefit it is. And now that I'm involved in it, I can't believe how priceless it really is. End of life can be challenging, not just for the person who is approaching end of life, but for the entire family. It upsets a lot of stability that has occurred in the family, sometimes for decades. And to have the hospice team, the whole team, at your side and at your disposal to help through that process, I've seen what an incredible impact that makes on families and on the patients, and how really our goal of bringing peace and dignity to the end of life really does occur. And so, if you find yourself asking, should I consider it? Would I think about it? I would, because I have found it to be just priceless at a very difficult time in a person's life and in a family's life.